Well, in our effort to celebrate our veterans and all that they have done for our country this Veterans Day, we'd like to welcome our next guest, Bob Batterson, who is a retired World War II veteran and Pearl Harbor survivor. And thank you for your service.
Good to be here. Thank you. Thank you.
Well, my first question is, what prompted you many years ago to serve our country?
I graduated from high school, and it was during the Depression. There weren't too many jobs around. And even though I found a job, I had to pay room and board. I wanted to save money to go to college. I couldn't on that basis, so I decided I'd join the Navy. I had seen the battleships, before the movies years and years ago, always have RKO News. And they'd have battleships up and down the waves, and that was so romantic. I fell in love with the Navy kid, I guess. So I joined the Navy.
Now, you served in the Navy for 35 years. Again, thank you for your service. What are some of the biggest experiences that you remember from those 35 years?
Loved the Navy from the beginning. I loved the Navy from the beginning. I loved the guys. We got along together. I went aboard a new cruiser. And it was really a thrill to be aboard that new ship. And I worked pretty hard on deck force and with the gun crew, the outerman on a 6-inch gun. Suddenly, I made third-class petty officer. I was transferred to Pearl Harbor and was working at Pearl Harbor. And we were on the third deck, and the noise of the attack woke us up. We thought it was a drill, and there was a lot of cussing going on about having drills on Sunday morning. And somebody said, that was a Jap was went by. So we knew we were at war. Well, we watched this 15 or 20 minutes. The dive bombers, the high altitude guys, it was tremendous success for the Japanese. They did 85% of the damage in the first 15 minutes. And there was an act of heroism that I saw. A yard workman who qualified got into a huge crane that he drove back and forth beside the Pennsylvania. And he was a major distraction to the Japs who were coming in to bomb the strait. And that guy saved a lot of lives, saved a lot of damage to that ship. A lot of it happened to the Japanese strike commander failed to send in a third strike, which had been scheduled. And if he had sent that third strike in, I wouldn't be here because one of the targets would have been the shipyard. If he had sent that third strike in to hit Pearl, we would have lost the Battle of Midway 6 months later because Pearl Harbor would have been unable to support the fleet as it had been. Most of it would have come from the West Coast. So after it was over, we went back to the barracks, found out what we were going to do that night. We each had a watch to stand. I was standing first watch around 7 o'clock, I guess. It was dark, and I heard these engines. But oh my, they're coming in tonight. And that's what all of us thought. It must be Japs. Well, about 5 minutes later, after the engines kept getting closer and closer, someone fired a round. And the sky just lit up, just so red. Read a newspaper,
Mm-hmm.
and they were shooting just to get rid of their nervous condition, I guess.
Yeah.
So every guy was tense after the hell they had gone through that day. But found out later that those were 6 planes from the Enterprise. They had been ordered to land at the air station, and they were told to turn on their lights. 4 of them were shot down. 2 of them survived. So that was the last action, Pearl Harbor.
Well, Bob, I have another question for you. Now, you served our country for 35 years, but you made it to the ripe, wonderful age of 99 years old. Tell us how you made it this far and how we can follow suit.
You have to be lucky. Do the best to take care of yourself. Believe in God. Be with Him. And keep as many friends as you can.